Morenike George-Taylor is a multi-skilled project manager and certified data management professional who has years of experience in business, law, and real estate. She's the founder of Reni Legal Consulting, Reni Luxury Real Estate, and County Support Consulting. Morenike graduated top of her class at the University of Sheffield, United Kingdom. She has undergone extensive professional training at the University of Southampton. She is a member of the Nigerian Bar Association and Global Association of Risk Professionals. As an international lawyer, Morenike has offered legal advisory services to clients in the USA, UK, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand, and China. As a realtor, Morenike manages billions of naira in property assets and has marketing agreements with top companies. Morenike harnesses the power of data analysis to improve profitability in business and optimize efficiency, especially in real estate. She will now help us understand the legal perspective of the industry and give us some legal insights for real estate. With cheerful hearts, please give a round of applause for Barrister Morenike George-Taylor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today is a fantastic day. I don't know if I'll be able to look down. I'm hoping I can use this. Yes, I can't look down. I can't be looking down this whole period. So, yes. So, thank you so much to the organizers of this event. This is much more than I expected, actually. And I think everyone has been blown away by how wonderful this has been. Yes? Give them a round of applause. I think that's totally appropriate. Okay, so right now I'm here to tell you people English. You know, when it comes to the lawyer's part, they're always like it's just English. But this English is what's going to keep your commission with you. This English is why your client isn't going to come and ask for a refund. This English that I'm about to tell you is why you can live and do your business successfully. Do you want to hear it? Okay, I had some slides, but I don't know if they're going to come up. So I'm just going to go through it. I'm talking about the relationship between real estate and law. Right? Yeah, okay, I'm watching it. Okay, so I'm talking about the relationship between real estate and law. Right? Why is law important in real estate to a seller? The law is how you get value for your asset. Somebody has money, they want to pay you for something, you need a legal document to try. I mean, even if you're buying property in Mowe, if you're buying property anywhere, the first question is, okay, let's investigate what I want to do. You must always have a land search done. The second thing that I will advise, please, all of you that know how to Google and use AI, don't download your agreement from, guess where? Do not download your agreement from, thank you, Google. Do not copy another person's agreement because it is not the same. I'll give you an example. What I am thinking about when I'm dealing with family land is not what I'm thinking about when I'm dealing with a developer. A developer has done a lot of your homework for you. But when you are dealing with an individual, that person might not be telling you the truth. Yes, he signed, but he's the first of 17 sons. And the remaining 16 sons are not happy that he signed that document for you. But you didn't need a lawyer, right? You could download from Google. No, don't do that. Ensure that when you are managing a payment as a buyer, right? Because I'm talking to you as property owners. Yes, you are selling properties, but I'm sure you will acquire properties of your own. Ensure that when you are paying, you are signing your documents simultaneously. I have noticed this trend. Some people will say, make the payment first, then after we'll sign the documents. Like, really? Really? I can bet you that if you have a lawyer on your team, the lawyer will say, no way. They will object. Because it should be simultaneous. You would think these things are obvious. But I've been in litigation for 12 years. 12 good years. I started with Wemo Ogunde and Co. And Wemo Ogunde and Co, the cases they bring to us are those cases that you do like this. Cases that are so hard that people have really messed up. And we have to fix it. As a lawyer that now translated into business, Do you really think I'm going to let people get to the point where it has to go wrong? No. And that's why I'm giving you a little piece of advice. Stop it before it goes wrong and take the right precautions. The next thing I'll tell you is pay attention to the fine print. I love this. There is one case I found so exciting. Somebody had purchased a property, and in their sales agreement, it said, free from all encumbrances, right? Now, a few years later, the government came to meet them that, actually, oh, okay, great, fantastic. Okay, they came to meet them that, actually, this property is actually owing over 2 million naira in electricity bills. They said, no, don't worry, our sales agreement covers it. It says it's free from encumbrances. That's how the judge said, Oga, please, bring a dictionary here. What does encumbrances mean? They said encumbrances means anything that is affecting your title. They said, is electricity bill affecting your title? They said, no. In your agreement, they said that there was no liability because liability follows the asset. So as they transfer to you, they transfer that liability to you too. So if in your sales agreement, you did not actually take that into consideration because you are Mr. I too know that copied from Google, what happens? You get to pay. And if you're the one that structured that deal, the client is going to blacklist you. Because they'll say, I had a bad experience with one lawyer or one agent. I bought a property from him. You will not believe that there was a light bill. Meanwhile, we could have all saved ourselves the trouble by getting the right legal documentation. Finally, I will tell you to carry out your due diligence assessment on the seller and the agent. In this case, it's pretty simple. We're here with Terra developers. You have seen videos. They are giving you regular updates. These are the kind of information that you need to build your confidence in a brand. This is the kind of information that you need to say, yes, I will sell for this person. Just because someone says they're developing does not mean you go and sell for them. Yes? I know a couple of people that they are chasing and trolling online because they sold and people did not get their property. So you need to look exactly at what you're doing. Next, I have some tips for sellers. Always get a professional to do a land search. You see, when you're selling, you yourself, you want to have that backup with you. You want to speak with authority. When that buyer comes, you say, listen, I know what I'm selling. Go and look at the land registry. Look at this document. When you want to sign your deed of assignment, don't say that I'm not the one paying lawyer. And so because of that, you don't want to take out of your purchase the price you want to get. You don't want to pay your lawyer. They will pull the wool over your eyes. I have seen deeds of assignment with some kind of liability that me, myself, I'm wondering, sir, please, is this a family thing? Because this liability seems to go from generation to generation. No. Take a good look at what you want to sign. Carry out your know your client's process. Okay, I don't mean to laugh, but I know more than one person that has gotten into trouble with whether it's AMCON or EFCC because they did not ask the right questions. Someone wants to come and pay you 100 million naira cash. Can you take it, please? Actually, can you take it? Someone wants to pay you 100 million naira cash for a property today, and they are bringing it to your office. Can you take it? Thank you. I hope it's going to be like this in real life. Oh. Don't make over-enthusiastic promises in your contract. Please, do not go. I said I love this company. I love how realistic they are. I'm telling you that don't go and tell someone that, can you see where we are? We are just doing the roof. By tomorrow, you will see that the whole house is painted and complete. No! That is not what is required to sell. The last speaker spoke, I love the way he said it. He said, under promise and over deliver. Don't go and do ITK and go and sign an agreement that they did not send you. Seriously, you have to pay attention to the fine print because this protects your interest. Now, tips for realtors. Investigate the property sellers you work with. I always check whether you have a track record of actually delivering on your projects. I won't sell for you unless I know that you ordinarily deliver. I won't sell for you unless I know that you meet your milestones. I won't sell for you that if something happens, things happen. COVID was a surprise. You will see that different real estate companies handled it differently. Some companies, the moment COVID occurred, they sent a message to all that, listen, we can all see what's going on. This is actually an extraordinary circumstance. We might experience some delays. And people were calm. Some people were silent. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 16, month 14. And then the agent starts calling. Oga, that property that we sold for you, no. Investigate who you want to work with carefully, and that's why I like Terra developers actually. Check whether the land has not been acquired for public purpose. Okay, so let me tell you my own thing, right? I'm someone that whatever you can use Panadol to solve is still a salvageable situation. But once something is dead, is what? Once something is dead, it is what? I said if government has acquired the property, is hopeless. So you need to pay attention to what you want to sell. At least you want to make money. At least go and check. Always enter an agreement with your prospect. I won't lie. If you see how I do my own. When they want to come and sign up with me, I will give them a form. I will now put one square. Terms and conditions apply. I swear. And I will put the terms and conditions. And inside my terms and conditions is anywhere that I introduce you to clients, you must pay me my money. And it will apply. Because my clients will sign my engagement form. Don't go and do commission contract. Nobody's going to sign that for you. I won't lie to you. No one, you're not going to carry, hey, please, hey, client, hey, you want to buy, hey, please, I need you to sign this document. You have to be tactful. I mean, if you have a good lawyer, you also did. Everybody know how to do it. Understand the scope of your liability and carry out your due diligence. What are the documents we use in property transactions? Have you seen these documents before? Because some people are new to real estate. So I said, I'll give you an idea. In property transactions, you're looking at lease agreements, you're looking at tenancy agreements. When you're making that sale, you're not just going to tell them to buy it for buying sake. Some people are going to want to rent it out. Some people are going to want to use it for Airbnb. You are selling the value, you are selling the benefits. And you must show that you understand what you are saying. Not like when you now ask you questions, you now say, what is? At least understand what it means. This is where you can use Google. This is where you can use Google. Understand what it means. Your lease agreement, your tenancy agreement. Okay, you're looking at a lease agreement. How many years is the tenancy? You're looking at a tenancy agreement. Okay, how many years? You're looking at contracts of sale. Why do people have contracts of sale? Why is that different from a deed of assignment? A deed of assignment is actually the document you're using to convey the property. But do you know sometimes people don't pay all at once? So why would I transfer all the ownership to you when you have not given me all my money? I want some kind of contract to regulate how you're going to be paying me. What happens if you don't pay me? Does all my money go? If the property is 100 million and I have paid 99 million, and in that 99 million, something happens to me and I was unable to pay that remaining 1 million, has my money entered, Sarah? Can I resell? What happens if I don't meet my deadline? All this is covered in your contract of sale. Your deed of assignment is not for a long story. It's a conveyancing job. It's a transfer document. Okay, you look at certificate of occupancy, C of O, C of O, C of O. People carry it on their head. And all the cases, they say a C of O is prima facie proof of title. I'll say it again. A C of O is prima facie proof of title. Prima facie meaning, well, at first glance, we will assume that you're the owner. It's like saying you're innocent until proven guilty. It doesn't mean for sure that you are the owner of the property. If I can show a better route of title than what you are showing me, they will give the property to the person that has the better route of title. So don't carry it as C of O, C of O, C of O. That's why, you see, I feel like you save yourself a lot of stress when you work with developers. Though. You save yourself a lot of stress. Because they have the willpower and they have the might to engage legal support to ensure that what they're presenting to you will stand the test of even a case in court. Provided you research the developer you're working with properly, you know? I like Terra developers, I keep saying that. So you can make your life easier. Unless you now want to decide, okay, maybe I'll go and get a legal partner that will help me look at the legal side of things so that I won't make 1 million and lose 10 million. It makes it easier for you. And I'm sure we all know receipts. The importance of a receipt. When you pay for something, you are supposed to get a receipt. There are two types of receipts. I'll tell you that for free. There's a separate document that they give you as a receipt. And then inside your deed of assignment or your tenancy agreement, there's a place, receipt of which the tenant or the landlord or the owner hereby acknowledges. That's another receipt. But receipts are important because it shows that money changed hands. One of the most important things in a contract is actually consideration. Without this proof that money changed hands, you can find it difficult to show your ownership. So you don't want to play with any of these documents, and if you do come in contact with them, I mean, you now know what they are, giving you an idea, and you now know, okay, at this point, I need to get a lawyer. Okay, so now, I said I was going to gist you. Okay, so let's take it as gist of things that have gone wrong, that I know can go wrong. Number one, purchase price is paid to the wrong account. What do? I did a transaction. The person was buying a flat for 30 million naira. The person said that they don't want to collect money in their personal account because they're having some issues with their account. So they said they will give their sister's account to collect the money. Smart buyer. Buyer said, put it in writing. The man put it in writing and put an account number. Guess what? The account number was wrong. That was the day I knew that someone can transfer 30 million naira to a wrong account. What? Agent, what are you going to do? You people are stunned. Oh, legal issues, legal matters. You know, me, I'm already there. I was the lawyer for the buyer. Like, technically, you're the one that provided this account. You put it in writing. He said, what is he going to do? I said, don't worry. I'm going to be here with you. We'll be here with UBA. It was UBA back. I said, we'll be here with UBA. We'll talk to UBA for them. And we stayed with them. And when we stayed with them, we were able to actually get the money back. But it took 3 days, though. And you can imagine how that seller was. Body was hot. Legal issues. Thank God there was a lawyer there, right? Because if there was no lawyer, maybe he would not have calmed down. Number 2, post-sale bills. I talked to you about that. Right? Number 3, third-party challenges to title. There is another property that was sold. I think that it matters who buys. And you must take into consideration the fact that everybody is not educated. Money does not ask you what degree you have before it enters the hand. Or does it? Thank you. So, this person was, I won't call the person an illiterate, but they weren't very smart. And they purchased the property, and some boys came to meet them and said, this land does not belong to you. Look at the property. I mean, this is a registered property. They could literally go to the land registry and go and verify who the owner of the property is. I had to come in and say, listen, sir, it's okay. If you're worried about who the owner of this property is, you don't need to worry. The government has already created a process for this. So there's a land registry. Let's go there and do a search and find out whoever's name is there, that's the person that's going to be the owner. That was how that issue was resolved. Otherwise, this person had been calling and crying and mourning, all because of lack of knowledge. There's another heavy one to deal with here. Omonile. Is it possible for you, after you have paid the full purchase price, for Omonile to come and disturb you at your property? Yes. Do you take them to court? What do you do? See, let me not lie to you. The first thing to understand about law is that every problem that appears to be a legal problem is not always a legal problem. Not every problem that appears to be a legal problem is a legal problem. There are some times that you stoop to conquer. There are some times that by the time you calculate that I'm going to be in court for the next 10 years, and I'm going to pay this person, and my life will be in danger, and this person is a jobless person, and I am someone with something to do, maybe this 200K will not kill me. I'm not saying that because I support what they do. I say that from a business point of view. How valuable is your time? Does your time not have any value? So you choose your battles, and a good lawyer will advise you on the battle you should fight and what you should let go. I can bet you that your lawyer, by the time they give you the bill for the case, you yourself will see that 200K look good. I'm just telling you. The next thing I'll talk about is when the developer doesn't meet milestones. I said not every legal issue is a legal issue. He did not meet the milestone. Something happened. Do you know that in contract, there is provision for something to happen? Inside contract, they actually, force majeure took into consideration COVID. So don't panic like as if it was nobody ever imagined that something could go wrong. In the contract, a good lawyer presumed that something could have gone wrong and made arrangements for it. So as a good and diligent agent, that is a sure guy for your clients, you should be able to give them that comfort that, do you know what, if you're concerned, I can go back to the developers and talk to them. We can have a meeting. We can talk about it. We can establish, okay, what happened then, how we're going to move on, and you move on over it. I consider litigation a last resort because litigation tears parties apart. And since I got into business, I learned how to make people friends rather than tearing them apart. Okay, I think my last slide is just about the applicable laws to land transactions in Nigeria. We have the Constitution, the Land Use Act, planning laws of the states, the Evidence Act, and relevant tenancy laws. English is English, right? But to be forewarned is to be forearmed. I'm here, I've given you some advice, and I'm hoping that what you take away from this is that you should pay attention to the legal aspect of your transactions. When in doubt, get a lawyer. There are some things you should Google, but there are a lot of things you should not Google. Okay? I hope this has been very insightful for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Terra developers live the good life.